Welcome everyone to your root chakra yin yoga class. Coming into a nice seated position. Mula is my root chakra body oil. So root chakra is called muladhara. It is located at the bottom of our coccyx. It's all about grounding our adrenals, feeling connected. Often I see a lot of people with adrenal issues, and this root chakra is a really, really great one for you to start your yoga experience with. With yin yoga, what we're moving is energy. We're moving energy through that bottom chakra. Apply the body oil either to your root chakra or simply just rub it into your hands. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Right, closing down our eyes, hands on our knees, palms facing up or down. We're taking a nice deep breath into that root chakra. Breathe all the way down to our base and exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose all the way to the base. Exhale, release that energy, move it back up and out. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale to the base. And exhale. Last breath. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We're moving into our first pose. It's a nice knee and ankle stretch. So I want you to gently move over. Our knees are together, our ankles are together as well. You might feel like this is enough for you, but I want you to start to move slowly your palms behind you. Now, if this is enough, you should feel a nice stretch through the ankles or the knees. If you can go a little bit further, then I want you just to slightly lift the knees up and move into this nice stretch through the ankles, closing down the eyes. You can come out of the stretch at any stage and move into a lesser stretch. This should be really nice. Stretch through the ankles. Five more deep breaths through this ankle stretch. Two more. Nice. Slowly coming back out of it. Be gentle and mindful of those ankles. We're moving into now a happy baby, well, a half happy baby in fact. So shimmying your legs underneath you, we're going to slowly recline down onto our backs. From here, we're going to lift our right leg up to a 90-degree angle. Now, if you need to grab a strap, you can use a strap here. We're just holding onto the bottom of our foot. So bringing that knee to a 90-degree angle. Our knee and our ankle should be aligned, and we're pulling down this knee beside our shoulder. Closing down the eyes. This left hand can be nicely placed on top of our left hip, making sure that that left hip is plugged into the mat and we're nice and straight and aligned. Closing down our eyes. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes. Take some nice deep breaths into that root chakra. Slowly coming out of this position, we're just letting go of our foot, bringing that right leg back slowly to the floor. We're changing sides now, so lifting that left leg up into a 90-degree angle. Grab a strap or a belt if you need to, otherwise we're holding onto the bottom of that left foot with our left hand. Bringing that knee down into a nice 90-degree angle. Right hand, right hip, plug that hip down. Take a nice deep breath in through to the root chakra and out. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes. Deep breaths. Three more deep breaths. Nice. Slowly bringing that left leg down, releasing the ankle and the foot, bringing it down. Just lay here for a couple of breaths. Feel that energy move. See if you can notice the difference that energy shift has moved through your body. Just take notice of that. Beautiful. Now be mindful getting up. We're just putting our palms behind us, pushing up, and we're moving into a nice half pigeon. So bring this left leg behind you, and it doesn't need to be a strong pigeon, so feel free to shimmy that right ankle in as far as you need to go. Maybe flex through the ankle to protect your knee if you have knee injuries. This is a great opportunity to grab either a bolster or a cushion, because we're going to recline into this beautiful half pigeon. So using a bolster or a cushion in front of you, we're making sure that this left hip is directed down to the mat, so we have a nice flat pelvis. And from that position, we're simply just walking forward and starting to relax into this nice pigeon position. Straighten that back leg, make sure our knee is parallel with the mat, and just resting our head and forehead down. 3 more breaths. Nice, moving really nice and gentle. We're just walking our palms back and we're going to switch to the other side. So the best way to do that, I find, is just come into a nice little plank position and then we're moving our left foot forward. Again, you can either have that ankle flexed close in if you need to have it close in for your flexibility. We're plugging this right hip down, making sure that our hips are parallel, and then we're simply walking back out into this nice beautiful position and then resting our head down. Three more breaths. Nice, beautifully walking back out of this position. We're rolling our bolster to the side and we're moving now into what we call as the yogi squat. So nice and gentle, you can just roll over onto your bottom and then we're moving into a yogi squat. So our feet can be a 45-degree angle and our palms are together. We're pushing those knees out wide. This is quite a strong position for the hips. So what I recommend, if you aren't flexible through the hips, grabbing a bolster or even a block and then using that to sit on. So with a bolster or a block, you can simply pop that underneath your sit bones and we're resting in this position. So our elbows are in our knees, feet 45-degree angle, and you can simply just close your eyes down in that position. If you want, if you have the capacity, then you can open up your palms forward. Nice deep breath into the root chakra. Five more breaths into that root chakra, out through the nose. Nice. We're moving now this block or bolster from underneath us. We're moving into what we call as a ragdoll. So I want you to keep your feet about hip widths apart and a slight bend in the knees. We're coming over and either our palms are facing up, our palms down, or we can grab hold of those ankles. Your stomach will probably hit the tops of your thighs, but the main thing is I want you to release that neck. No tension in the neck, and we're simply folding forward. You might feel a little shake as your legs hold your body weight. Five more breaths. Nice. Your legs are probably shaking a little bit like mine. So we're just coming out slowly and we're going to do a nice counter pose called the sphinx. So coming down onto our hands and knees. I'm going to move my bolster just in front of me for this position. And coming down onto our stomach. So like a sphinx, we're actually putting our palms or our elbows out in front of us in a right angle. And we're now in a slight back bend. You go to your capacity here. If that is only here, or if it's a little bit further, that's okay. And then what we're using with this bolster is we're just using it like a prop for our head. So I like to put it on top of my hands, and then I simply just drop my head onto the bolster and breathe through. Three more breaths. Nice. Coming out of this, we're moving into our final pose, Shavasana. So from here, just gently move back into a tiger pose on our hands and knees. Move the bolster to the side, and then just simply fold your feet underneath you. Everyone should be familiar with Shavasana, so this is our final pose. It means a time to actually shut down our eyes. I recommend getting a blanket so that we don't cool down too quickly, and an eye mask also to pop over our eyes. We're going to be here for 5 minutes, so I'm going to say thank you now. Namaste. You stay as long as you need in this beautiful position. Yep.